Everybody, it's Jeff with Fle Fly, and today I'm out in a lot of wind right now, so I hope you're going to be able to hear my live feed. But I wanted to go over a tip with you guys on catching suspended crappie. I know there's a lot of people out there that struggle trying to catch crappie unless they're spawning, and this is a pattern that you can use on several lakes. I've got a fish right here that I just caught, and I'm going to try to explain what I'm doing right here, and hopefully this tip will help you all. Now this is what the locator looked like when I caught my fish, and I'm trying to do this by myself, everybody, so it's really difficult. The crappie's right out there, and I just want to say thanks for coming and getting the boat with me again. I really enjoy doing these live feeds. The response is just tremendous. So I've got a bracket here, and I'm going to let this fish go. And you got to remember, folks, I'm trying to do this by myself. So this is what the locator looked like when I caught that crappie. I caught it on a, as you can see, a pink big eye with a pink and purple, or a pink and purple crappie kicker. I've got it paired with a Buster Brown right up there with the bait gripper jig head, 2-inch. This is a 2.5-inch that I caught the fish on, and that's what the fish finder looked like when I caught that suspended fish. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to ease over this way and see if we can catch another fish. I'm going to try to let you look at the locator, and I'm going to try to fish. I'll try to do this all by myself, and it's pretty dang difficult. So anyway, I'm going to cut this fish loose. I'm going to cut this fish loose real fast. Not a giant crappie, but the next crappie could be a really big crappie. And I'm going to get my bracket. See if I can get this bracket set up here where you all can go fishing with me, because we really enjoy this, taking you fishing with us. Now I'm going to be watching my fish finder in front of the boat, and there's no way that I can show you my fish finder and show you everything on that fish finder. So let's go fishing. I'm going to turn my locator back on right here, and I'm going to give you some tips. You're going to have to watch the front of this live feed in order to really get these tips right here. You need to look at this locator, and what you're seeing at the front of this live feed on this locator, what you're seeing is suspended crappie. And I've got like I said, the Buster Brown, and I've got the purple and pink crappie kicker with the big eye head. I've got those tied in tandem, and I'm going to turn my locator back on right now, and I'm going to go over here and see if I can find another suspended fish. And I'm going to, these fish are moving around. When they're suspended, they're really hard to keep up with, so trying to catch fish live on suspended fish can really maybe not be the smartest thing I've ever done. But hey, you guys like to go in the boat with me, and I'm going to give you some tips on how I do this. Now I've got the locator right down here in front of me, and I'm sorry that you can't see it. Hopefully live technology someday will get us to the point to where you can be watching the locator. I'm using a 6-foot high standard carbon spinning rod, a 20 size spinning reel, chartreuse or high vis 6-pound nanofill. And this rod is a really high carbon fiber material, and you can really feel the strikes, and this nanofill will also really help you feel the strikes. Now I'm in the fish right now. The top of them is about 20 foot. I wished I could show you. Now I got a big mess. This always happens when you flip the live deal on. But I'm in them right here. Hopefully I'll get bit. I really want to catch a fish so I can show you. I'm going to pause the locator right here. I'm going to stop the locator, back the boat around. There was a hit right there. Now I'm going to try to catch this fish, these suspended crappie. He pulled my skirt down. I think I've got them spotted well enough that I might be able to get down. The top of them has been about 12 or 15 foot. The bottom of them was in about 20, so I'm fishing with a 6-foot rod right here. And if I pull out 6 foot plus all I can reach, I probably should be in about the right strike zone. And I'm not doing a whole lot here, everybody. All I'm doing is just kind of holding it still and twitching it just a little bit. And these fish are suspended. They're in 35 foot of water, and the top of that school was, there he is right there. Whoop. Now this is going to work out good. He hit the Buster Brown. Okay, there's your crappie. Now I'm gonna let him go. He's not a big crappie, but these crappie are all kind of mixed in together. I've got some keepers in the live well, and let's see if I can maybe drop down there again. My fish finder's paused, but that was a really big school of fish. Again, I'm gonna pull down at 6-foot rod. I can reach about 6 foot, so I'm about 12, 15, 18 feet down there. And this was a big school of suspended crappie. Maybe you can see my rod a little bit better here. I'm really not doing that much, and I'm not sure if I'm still on my school. Make sure you share this with your fishing buddies, because these tips are going to really help you out. We've just had such a great response from all you people that love to get in the boat with us and go fishing. And I know these tips are helping, because we got people emailing us and telling us they're helping. And it's a great feeling for me to be able to get out here and sell fishing tackle and help people catch more fish. Okay, I'm just going to ease around here a little bit more. Maybe I can find that school. Like I said, my sonar is stopped right now because I wanted you to see what this sonar looked like when I caught that fish and I missed that bite. And I'm hoping that I can pick another one up, but my sonar's not running right now. It's paused. And I'm just hoping I can bump into the school out here. But again, I'm not doing anything. These crappie kickers have the tails on them are just constantly moving. They float when you put them in the water. So every time the boat moves, every time the breeze hits the line, every time I just barely twitch it, anytime I do any of that stuff, this crappie kicker is moving. It's moving now as the boat's swinging around. And I've lost my school, but I'm going to keep fishing out here a little bit. Sometimes, if you lose your school, it's a good idea to pitch out a few times, but you don't want to pitch out so far that you fish underneath your crappie. A lot of times, and I'm really bad about this, a lot of times people will fish under their crappie. And when these fish are suspended, some days they're only suspended, 5, 8, 10, 12 foot down. And everybody thinks they got to go deeper a lot of times to catch fish, and that's just not the case. So I'm going to make a couple more pitches right in here, and then I'm going to show you what that locator looked like live, what it looked like live when I caught that fish. Hopefully the wind noise isn't too bad. Again, I'm using a pink and purple crappie kicker and a Buster Brown crappie kicker. I'm using an 1/8 ounce Big Eye pink head and a 1/16 ounce bait gripper on top of that. Well, I've lost my school because my locator's off, so I'm gonna grab the phone, switch it around here. This is such a crude deal to have to do this by myself, but that's what the locator looked like right there, everybody, when I caught that fish. Now, the boat was drifting over the crappie like this. Somewhere right in here is where I caught the fish, and then I got it stopped. And I just want you to look at that. That water temperature's not right, by the way. It's water temperature is about 50 degrees here on Grand Lake, northeast Oklahoma right now. Now we were, you know, about 30, 20, what do we got there? About 32, 35 foot. And that's what the school looked like when I caught the fish out of it. And all I did was drop it down. You saw me. I dropped it down to about right in here. What I'm figuring was about 15, 20 foot. And bingo, that's when that crappie hit me. Now I'm getting ready to turn the locator back on again. And when I turn it back on, we're going to go live again and see if I can find another school. So it's not going to look like that now because I've had it stopped, but I'm going to run the boat around here a little bit and see if I can find out what this school looks like, see if I can find it again. And it looks like I'm not very far away from it. I'm coming up on it again right now. Holy moly, there they are. So, watch this. I'm going to put the phone down. Watch, I'm going to pull out. I've got my line pulled out. I'm going to turn it around. There's our school. There's my fishing rod. I might not have got it down deep enough. There's the school. I'm going to back up a little bit. I've started to drift out of them. You can see when it starts turning red like that, you're kind of drifting out of your fish. I've drifted over the school. The wind kind of pushed me around. I'm not doing anything with the fishing rod here, but now I'm starting to come back in them. So I'm really trying to keep my bait down there about 20 foot. My crappie kickers. Hopefully something will smack me here in a second like they did last time. There you can see the school. I'm coming up on it right there. It's getting, as it gets brighter and brighter, the fish concentration is heavier and heavier. It's holding my rod down with one hand. This is pretty tricky stuff, y'all. I just hope I'm at the right depth. Let's go back over that school. There he is right there. Okay, I got him hooked. Let me get the phone turned around. I hope you enjoy this as much as I do. Let me see if I can put it back in. Oh no, he come off. Dang it, gummit. But I'm back in him again. All right, I can't do this. I'm gonna have to turn this back in my bracket right here. You go fishing with me that way. Okay, I'm in the fish. They're at 25 foot. I'm not doing much with my rod, just letting those crappie kickers do their job, letting them work around there. Man, that was a good fish. I wish I would have got that one in for y'all. Yep, there was a little hit. Suspended crappie are something that happens all over the country, and once you learn how to catch them, you really look forward to it. But boy, you gotta be mobile, and you gotta learn how to move, because these fish are not going to stick around here and just let me continually catch them and catch them and catch them. Okay. My crappie kickers are back up at the top. I'm getting back in the school. I'm going to go down. Okay, hopefully we get one more. I'll pause the screen one more time and show you what it looked like here, because I'm should be close to some fish. I'm deep enough. Sometimes if you're not sure how deep you are, it doesn't hurt to drop. If you think you're in them, it doesn't hurt to drop and just kind of reel up real slow, and then maybe you'll reel right up through that school. Seems like every time I get ready to do something, that's when I get bit. This about the time I get ready to reel. There he is right there. And he's not a very big crappie. But let's stop the screen. And I'll show you what the school looked like. Not a very big crappie. He hit the purple and pink crappie kicker. And you can just set in here and catch these fish, but you got to be mobile. You got to keep moving. And what I've done, this is a 2.5-inch crappie kicker, and some days the fish seem like they bite kind of, they're short. They strike kind of short. I actually took and I bit about that much off of the pink crappie kicker, purple and pink crappie kicker. And that gave me a chance to push my hook way back at the end of that kicker. Now you can see the wind moving that tail right there. I'm not doing anything. It does the same thing in the water. So I've caught them on that. We've got the Buster Brown crappie kicker right here. The wind's just moving the tail a little bit like that. Now let's get off here, and I'm going to show you the screen again one more time, and then I'm gonna get back to catching some fish. I'd kind of like to have some crappie to take home. So there we are, everybody. That's what the screen looked like, and you can actually see what these marks are right up here. That's my jigs coming up and down. Those are my jigs on top of the school of crappie right there. If you got good sonar and you learn how to use it and you got it set correctly, you can catch a lot of fish with this equipment, y'all. They are fantastic units. That fish that I had just before this one was a lot bigger than that crappie right there. So, hey, does anybody want to try to catch another one? I got a bunch of live feeders with me right now. Do you want to try to catch another one? Let's say heck yeah, or you want me to shut the live feed off? Let's see some likes. Let's see some comments here. Do you want me to keep the live feed going? I'll try to find another school. There's a like. There's a go get 'em. Share this with your buddies. Tell you what, if you'll share this live feed with your buddies, I'm going to give somebody a package of pink crappie kickers tomorrow. Dominic Pellegrino, my assistant, will be picking the crappie kickers, or he'll be picking a winner. We will notify you on this live feed right here. And so we're getting a bunch of likes right now. We got a few questions. Catch another one on live feed. Have at it, sure. That's awesome, guys. Keep it going. So I'm going to keep it going here. Let's see if we can find that school one more time, because I'm still fishing. You might as well be fishing with me. So I'm going to go to menu. I'm going to get the sonar going again, see if I can find that school. I love taking you guys fishing with me, getting in the boat with me. We are in some fish right there. The school is still in me in this area right here. So let's see if we can get a little bigger one. I'm going to get back in my bracket, get my crappie kickers down there, and get busy. Just drifted out of them. Just drifted out of them. Let's see if I can find them here. Again, mobile. Purple and pink. Buster Brown. There they are. Starting to get into them. Top of them is in about 15 foot. Not very thick yet. I'm not going to drop down here until I see them. I've had to move around, chase these silly crappie for quite a while. But once you get on the school, you've got good equipment here, you can get down there and catch them. I still haven't seen them. That bracket's sure helping me. Look at all those likes. Share this, everybody. I'm going to give you some crappie kickers. Tomorrow, Dominic Pellegrino's going to pick a winner to try to get a winner. And I'm even going to throw in a package of big eye jig heads. That's it. That's all those likes. I love to see all that. Woo-wee. I still haven't found them. I'm going to keep looking. My boat's moving around. I'm looking at my sonar unit. Look at the likes flood across that screen. You all are badass. That's all I can tell you. I've got the best fans at Fle Fly and the best fans at Team Catfish. Man, you guys are awesome. They're getting trickier. Getting trickier. I got pretty lucky there for a little bit. Get you guys out of the sun, see if I can catch up with this school again. I hope you watch this whole live feed. I hope you see everything we've done in this, because this is going to help y'all so much, and this is not that hard to do. You just got to get out here and practice doing it. Boat control. I'm using a Minn Kota 80-pound Fortrex. I'm in a 1997 Stratus 201 Pro XL. I've got a Lowrance HDS7 unit on my trolling motor. I've got a HDS7 on my dash. You know, this is just a pretty simple setup right here, y'all. Somebody's sitting in the office at Missouri Valley Mercantile wishing he was out on the water catching crappie, buddy. I bet there's a whole bunch of people just like that. Okay, I might have snuck up on him right there. Okay, here we go. Let's see if I can get bit. See if I can feel that thump we all love so much. Wind's kind of pushing me around. Live feed and all this good stuff at the same time. There, oh, dang it, I missed him. I bet he pulled my skirt down again. Yeah, he hit the purple and pink kicker. Make sure your jigs are rigged right too, everybody. Don't get complacent with how you got this stuff, because, you know, rigging these, setting these up right where the tail flips right and all that, that's all really important. Man, they're getting cagey on me now. If I can get back in that big school of them again, I'll stop the camera like I've done the last few times, and hopefully we'll get us one caught right here. Not sure how deep my crappie kickers are right now, so I'm going to let them down a little bit. I'm going to reel them up real slow. I'm not really seeing that big school that I saw earlier. I'm going to keep moving around here and see if I can find them. I feel pretty lucky to have been able to find them twice and show you what that locator looked like, because these things don't goof around, y'all. They don't really like to get hooked, and they don't like people setting up on top of them in a boat talking and all this carrying on, and so I'm in right now. My crappie kickers are in. Hey, share this with your buddies. I'm going to give some crappie kickers away tomorrow to somebody that shared this feed. Package of purple and pink, and I'm going to give away some big eye jig heads. I'm still just looking for that school that I lost. Okay, I'm coming up on some fish right now, but the school doesn't look near as big. Sorry for the sun. Okay, I've got a little action down there right now. Yep, there we go. Okay, I should be getting pretty close to getting down there, getting in the middle of them. Hopefully we'll get us a big old slabosaurus here in a minute. These fish are a lot deeper than those other ones were. They're getting pretty cagey. But hey, this live feed stuff, you guys know what it's like. You don't drop them every time you drop your jig in the water. If that was the case, then anybody could get out here and do this, and we wouldn't have any fish left, would we? Well, I just bumped something. If you use this nanofill line that I've got, I don't know if you've ever used it or used small braided line, but boy, you can really feel good. And I don't sell nanofill. I ought to put it on flefly.com because I'm always talking about it. But it's one of those products that I recommend, and I've got to get into that big school of crappie. I'm going to turn my locator, my trolling motor up here and get moving around. And I'm moving along pretty good now. You wonder how fast I'm moving along? Well, you can just see. We'll come up underneath this dock right here. You might be able to see it, I don't know. There was a little school of fish. All I'm seeing is little groups of fish, y'all. Nothing like what I was on that big group when I caught those two on that live feed. Maybe we got some right in here. I'm kind of in some shade right in here. Hey, I think we might have a little action right here. Okay, let's see if we can do this again, everybody. I got in a little shade right here. Fish are I think I went over them too fast. Let me get turned around. Boy, I just had everything set up just perfect a little while ago when we started this deal. I had the fish right where I wanted them, and Okay, I'm going to ease my way in here. I'm going to go ahead and pitch my crappie kickers away where I think those fish are. And I'm going to kind of let them fall where I think that school is, or where it was at. Twitch it a little bit. See how deep I think they are. And I might have not be in them like I was hoping for. Now they're starting to make me mad. Do they ever make you guys mad? Do you ever get fed up and just say, hey, you know, now this just makes me want to fish that much harder. Let's see some likes and some love and all that stuff if these crappie make you mad sometimes. You know they're down there and you can't get them to bite and all that good stuff. I'm going to pitch in there one more time. I'd really like to find those big schools I found. Oh, there was a little hit. Pulled down my deal. I'm gonna turn back around there, and I'm right up next to a dock. I'm gonna run back here and see if I can get this. I got in a little shade right here by this dock. I'm gonna get turned around. I got a dang stick on the back of my boat right back here. Damn live well pump kicked on. This trying to do this out here by yourself, this live feed. This is one of the hardest things that I've ever done, and I've been guiding for years, and it's tough. I'm gonna pitch out over here. All right, I should have got pitched out about 20 foot or so. Okay, I'm starting to see them. I'm gonna stop right here. Starting to see them. Starting to see them. I'm gonna, come on fish. Let me get dropped right down here. And I probably haven't moved a total of, since you started with me, I haven't probably moved a total of maybe 50 yards, 75 yards, something like that. I got some fish right under the boat. Hopefully I can get bit right here. And stop the screen, show you what I'm catching. I just saw my jig come up out of the fish. I'm going to go back down. Well, I should be in the strike zone right in there if that's crappie. It could be shad, or it could be drum, or it could be bass, or it could be whatever. You never know for sure, but you put yourself in a position to catch the fish, and you know, hopefully everything's tied up and everything works good and all works out like that. I don't know how long my live feed's been going, but it's been going for quite a while. Hey, let us know where you're from. I just seen somebody said they were from Shreveport. Where are y'all from? I'm in Oklahoma right now. We got some beautiful weather for Oklahoma. I've actually seen the lake frozen this time of year, and here I'm out here in shorts right now. You can believe that. All right, there's a few fish down about 10, 12, 15 foot. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Bet he pulled my skirt down, yep. Must be little bitty guys. I'm seeing them about 10 foot down. Man, I get just excited about this as you guys do. See, I've kind of got a dock right up here. I'm on the edge of a dock in some shade, and crappie love shade. I think that's a lot of times that's why they use brush piles for cover and a little bit of shade. Don't forget that when you guys are dock fishing and crappie fishing, make sure you look for some shade if you can. A lot of times that's where your crappie are going to be. They like the shady side of bridge pillars and all that stuff. Now they're just starting to irritate me. I've had 2 hits and haven't got hooked up. I'm gonna jump back here and get out some lure flavor. I haven't sprayed these down in a while. Bubblegum lure flavor, that's one of the best-selling products we have at Fle Fly. See if it makes a difference today. Stuff smells awesome. I should be in some fish right in here. I'll back up a little bit. I really want to try to go back out there and find that big school of crappie I was on when we first started. Tell you a little something about the bubblegum lure flavor. It won't come off your soft plastics hardly at all. I haven't sprayed these jigs down since I started, and I kind of like to keep it fresh, but you just can't believe how good it stays on. If you like to use crappie nibbles, but you're sick of crappie nibbles coming off all the time, maybe this is some right here. Man, the schools are just little bitty guys. I got to try about the time my boat goes over them. I got y'all right in the sun now. Nothing like that great big school we found when I first got started. And that's what I'd been catching fish out of. And I wanted to start that live feed so everybody could see what I was doing. Might have pressed my luck here, but you guys said you wanted me to keep going, so we're going to keep going. Y'all still want me to keep going? I'll block the sun out of there a little bit. I'm seeing a bunch of likes come across the screen. You guys act like you want me to keep going. Keep it going, he says. Good thing I got shades on. Hey, buddy, isn't that the truth? I need to put mine on. They're going to burn my old bald bald head. Keep it going. Yes, Raymond says keep it going. Oh my gosh, there's some fish right there. And here I'm looking at the screen, and I need to turn around and see if I can make something happen right here. We just got her sprayed down good, bubblegum lure flavor. I'm gonna turn the boat around. See if I got lucky enough to get into these fish again. Okay, it looks like there's some down there. Get down there and get to work. Sometimes you gotta talk to your jigs a little bit. You just tell them to get down there and get to work. And my old buddy Dwayne, before we had crappie kickers out, we caught a lot of fish with Bobby Garland lures, and Bobby Garland still makes great crappie baits. And Dwayne would say, get down there and get the, oh, there he is right there. Let me stop the screen. All right. Oh, he come off. Dadgummit. It's so hard to do this, y'all. Try to stop the screen, show you the screen, and catch the fish and all that good stuff. I think you heard him come to the top right there. Let's see if I can squeak out another one. He kind of liked that bubblegum lure flavor. He liked the smell of that stuff. Okay. This is a lot smaller school. There he is right there. I'm going to get this one in the boat. Okay. All right. Not a big crappie, but I'm telling you, a lot of places where people are catching crappie, they'd love to see that fish. You know, it's not always about catching the big one. A lot of times people like to come out here. And let's stop the screen. I'm going to show you. People like to come out and catch fish. And I can promise you, you will catch fish doing this. This dude right here, he hit the Buster Brown. That's my buddy Mark McGuire's color that he had us build him, and that's brown pumpkin with chartreuse. And look at that tail moving, y'all. I am not doing nothing. That's just the wind moving that tail. Kiss him goodbye. We're gonna shut the live feed off. I might answer a few questions right here real quick, and I'm gonna show you what the screen looked like, and we're gonna shut it down. I gotta go get my wife, and we're gonna go out and have a boat ride this afternoon. Take care of Mama a little bit. I know there's a lot of you guys got to take care of your wives and brides and girlfriends. And okay, there we go. All right, you can actually see right here. You can see where I dropped my line down into the fish, and this might be right here. This might be where I pulled the fish up out of the school. I don't know. It's always hard to say. Water temperature on the lake right now is not 73 degrees. It's about 50. These fish are in a pre-spawn pattern. A lot of crappie all over the country are starting to gather up and hit these coves right now. And we just happen to be in a cove right here where there's a lot of crappie. I am in northeast Oklahoma on Grand Lake. And anyway, guys, I'm going to tell you one more time. Make sure to share this live feed with your friends, with somebody on your timeline. Tomorrow, Dominic Pellegrino is going to give away a package of crappie kickers, and it'll be the purple and pink crappie kicker with the big eye jig head. Get this turned around where you can see it a little bit better. But I sure appreciate you coming out and watching our live feed today. We do this stuff so we help you catch more fish. Check out our Team Catfish live feeds too, and check out our Team Catfish and Fle Fly Facebook channels. You guys, man, there is so much information on those channels at YouTube to help you catch fish. We've been working on those YouTube how-to instructional videos for nearly 10 years now, since 2008 or 2009, and they have helped millions of people catch more fish. And now I've got the live feed. I can put you in the boat with me. I can take you fishing, and I can try to do this live, and I don't have to edit the video. And you know it really works when you're out here live with me in the boat. Thanks for going fishing with me. I'm Jeff with Fle Fly. You can find us at flefly.com, or you can find a dealer at flefly.com. Thanks for watching.